Hello, hello, hello. Ah, all right. The strongest dual wielding. But today we are going to be working on Majestics endgame stuff and Dark Knight. I've been doing a bit of the Dark Knight armor today, so I'll probably get into some of the models and things. Need to add a bit more detail on the male version, but also being able to purchase it and Majestics as well. I'm going to be doing a rebirth system like with Rebirth back in the day. I know Olympia has one as well. But, yeah, so the original Helrift used Majestic points to increase a player's ability beyond their cap, so it's not exactly copying. So yeah, let's get into it. There's a few things we're going to need. First of all, starting with the Majestic points. Hi Makey. Option to auto collect gold. Just gold? I think auto collect has the same problem as automatically giving players items. It sort of takes away from the PvP aspect where you can steal people's items, so yeah, not sure about that. So let's have a look at the code. I think first thing we need to do is have a look at Majestics. I don't think it's networked yet. Jump over to our character. There's Majestics. Not on character. On owner. Oh, we're networked. Do we have that coming through to the interface? We do already. So we just need to be able to facilitate the gaining of Majestic points at max level. And one thing I need to do is actually decide on a max level, which I think is going to be 140. It just gives a lot more option for tactically building your character. Also with the rebirth system, I think it's going to help allow players to get bigger builds as they gain experience and level up past the cap. So a build like this, probably something like a 104. I'd say something like this would be a dual wield character. So 104, 120, 43, 10, 10, 200. So that gives you max speed on dual wield. Dex is fairly good. It's a high stat requirement build, really, unless we go up to 150, in which case we get an extra 30 points, allowing you to get dexterity to 150. I mean, yeah, 140 is fine for warriors, mages, but for builds like this, I think we need to maybe go higher actually. So you'd probably want to do 200 fin, 100 or 104 strength, and 50 dex. And then, I mean, you might want to put some ints, but the rest will be vit. You can go pure dual wield, or you might drop down maybe 130 dex, get some ints. Was it 32 for 32 PFM? Yeah, 32. So you could do something like that maybe. Well, I suppose you don't have to go for full-on offense with your dual wield build. Maybe you could use 52 strength weapons, or what's that one? 78? I think that's a longsword. Allow you to pump some magic, maybe some vit, maybe get up to 150 dex, like that. That'd be quite a good build. So yeah, maybe 150 is the way to go. Only because the stat requirement is a bit tighter in Helrift compared to Helbreath. Let's stick with 150. So the next experience, yeah, we just got to think about how we level up beyond this now using the majestic points. So let's go ahead and cap our level now, which is in the globals. Maximum level 150. I'm also going to cap the set level command. I know it's an admin command, but yeah, rather than prevent it, we'll just cap it. Oh, it's already clamped here. I'll just have to remove that condition then. Turn down this music, it's a bit loud. It's better. So now that we're at max level, we need to figure out how we actually gain experience beyond max level. So if we have a look over at experience, let's see what's happening over here. So we do have bonus experience calculations. So this will be like experience plus weapons. Add it to our experience bar. Okay, so we've got our calculations here to determine the current level and the next level, which is just a standard curve. I'm going to have to going to have to calculate this. To see how much experience it is per majestic point. So let's have a look at the level up function. Alright, so if level is bigger than global's max level, then we do our majestic here. Check that notification. It might say level up actually. It doesn't say, it doesn't tell the user level up, but it does play the sound and reset stats. So we have majestic point here rather than adding the level. Now one thing I want to do is again similar to Olympia, but this was something back in HP Rebirth, is give some bonuses based on the number of majestic points you've got. And I'm going to go with percentage bonuses for a certain amount of majestic points, capped at 20%, I think. Yeah, XP gain boost and a damage boost as well. And these, so the majestic points will be reset when the rebirth happens, and they will lose these bonuses. So they're semi-permanent; they stay attached to the character while the majestic points are active. And but once they hit max level again after the rebirth, they can then gain those majestic points again. But the rebirth will give them an extra 3 levels, similar to OG, where the majestic points would give the extra levels or extra stat points, stat allocations. So let's figure out how we can add these bonuses in then. So we have max HP, we have max MP, and then we have max experience gain, and then a damage boost per MP, 0.5% damage boost. So yep, so the way we pull out game formulas is through this shared or static class. That allows us to share these formulas throughout the game, like on the UI, for example. So let's get stats max HP, and then run a stat effector, and a statistic type dot HP, and statistic type. I don't know if I've got majestic here. Yeah, I've got majestic points. Okay. And then same with the SMP, and same with the max SP. Move that, move that. That's MP, that's SP. And within the get stat effector is showing the player, well, it's doing the calculation, but also this is using the UI to show the players what exactly is affecting that stat. So that's when you hover over in the character list, what that tooltip shows this information. We've actually got a function down here that shows it in text, which obviously eventually be, well, I mean, it'll be part of the translation system, but maybe not needed for some of these. I don't know. But anyway, so stat effectors on HP for majestic points, and I'm giving per majestic point 1%. 1% per majestic point. So that's owner majestic points value times 0.0. Oh, how is this? Is this a oh, it's coming back as an integer. So actually, this is a straight return that value. 1 majestic point is 1%. Oh wait, hold on. No. These bonuses need to happen after the stat effectors because they're percentages. That's fine. So what we need to do is we actually need a whole new function in the game formulas to deal with this. And we call it what stat get majestic modifiers. What's the owner in? Statistic. And similar to what we did up here, we actually need to pass in the base value, which is going to be this value here, and then apply the modifier after this. So slight change in the code structure here. So we know what the effector is. The effector is majestic points. So let's return 0. But we do need to pass in the amount as a float, maybe. Call it base value. So this will be, for example, our base HP value. We can't just pull the HP straight from the owner because we're calculating up here first, and then we need to run this formula on top. So it's going to be 1% per majestic point. Should be quite straightforward. That should be turn base value times the majestic points value by 0.01. Oh, because it's a double. Why is it a double? Because that is an integer. Like that's fine. So so it's 1%, 1 majestic point times 0.1. So if it's 1 majestic point, then it will be 0.1. That will just be 0.1, and then we multiply that by a base value, which, for example, if you had 600 HP, then you get an extra 6 HP. So the gains you get are very, very minor. But obviously you can get to quite high numbers eventually. We might have to put a cap on the majestic points. I mean, what could we go up to? Because if you say you had 20 majestic points, you basically got a 0.2. So 0.2 of 600. So it's 20 by 6, right? So that's an extra 120 HP if for 20 majestic points, which could be quite game breaking. Unless this scales or has diminishing returns as you level up to encourage a rebirth. Because a rebirth realistically is going to be what, three stat points, which goes into Vit, and your Vit is worth 2 HP per stat point. So you don't get that much. So this might need some tweaking. But anyway, let's fix all of this, or finish all of this, sorry. MP. So actually these work the same. We're going to do 1% on MP, HP and SP per majestic point. And then we want to do it on XP gain as well, but let's just finish this code. So we want to base HP there, and then we'll be returning. You were just returning the modifier there, so it's going to be gain formulas dot get majestic modifiers. This HP and base HP. So this should return, say again, if you have 600 HP, this is returning 600 HP from our base plus 6 HP if you've got 1 majestic point. And again, if you've got 20 majestic points, that could get quite big, but we'll worry about that later on. So I'll just go through and update all of these as well. SMP, and I'm going to return SMP plus formulas dot get majestic modifiers stick type dot mp and SMP. And again, for the stamina points, base SP, sorry, is that we want to return base SP plus get majestic modifiers. This statistic type MP SMP that's SP and then base SP. Okay, so we've got these modifiers. And we need to show them on the UI. Just close the game down. So let's show these on the UI as well. And we're going to have to, we probably need some sort of command to add some majestic points, so we can test it. So where are we going? We're going to dialogues and then character details. So we have this function down, this horrible long function, because I haven't figured out a better way of doing it yet, to deal with the tooltip content when you hover over one of your stats. And what we want to do is add these bonuses below here somewhere, probably right at the bottom. So let's just say if the character dot majestic points value is bigger than 0, then we want to add a new source bonus. Majestic bonus, color green. We'll calculate that there. And then color grey, which shows the text of the calculation. So let's get these values then. So the first value we want is the Majestic HP bonus, which we have in game formulas. Get Majestic modifiers, character, stick type HP, and our base value, which unfortunately we haven't separated. Because this is the base here. It's a bit annoying because I'll have to put it here, which means that the calculation is I kind of need it in its own property here, because otherwise if I change it once I have to change it again here. So yeah, I might have to unfortunately do base max HP, which is this. I might come up with a better way of doing this, but this will do for now. Why can't I do that? I'll get that. Get that. My semicolons in one place. Okay, so we have a base values here, and then we can get the base for this calculation as well without having to write it twice. So character base max HP. So the first value we want is our Majestic HP bonus. We probably want to use this other function that we had, get stat vector description. We can use this to display the calculations to the user. And the calculation is Majestic points. Oh, that's going to be horrible, showing that to the user. Zero point 0.01. Suppose you could do divide 100. How can you represent a percentage of? I suppose you could do 1% per match. Per match. That could work. MP, HP. Yep, so the description, Majestic HP bonus, description, it's game formulas, get description, passing character, statistic type is HP, the effector is Majestic. So it's all nicely contained within that static class. Drop that down there, and then just have to copy paste this for the other two stats. MP base max MP 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 MP. That's all the HP's done, isn't it? Yeah. And then we got SP. Copy paste it again. SP 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 SP. No MPs left. Good. So that deals with that server and client side. Majestic bonus. One other Majestic bonus I want to give is an XP bonus. So 1% XP gain per Majestic point. So we can also we can use the same setting here, right? Which, as is 1%, we can just use experience here actually. But also here, experience. I'm going to return, what did we say? 1% per match. So that will allow us to inform the player that they get 1% extra experience bonus. I think I've got this on here because we did it for the armors, to be honest. I'll just grab this to copy. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, this is a good one to do though. Do I need to create one called experience bonus? I might have to. Experience might be used elsewhere. Yeah, let's do experience bonus. Experience bonus. Because experience is the experience bar, really, not the bonus. Because there are items that will increase your experience bonus. So yeah, item stat called. Oh, yeah, I called it experience on the item stat, which is a bit confusing, but that can be easily changed if I need to. But let's also add the majestic modifier on there. And this one can simply just be called XP bonus description. And then get majestic modifier is experience bonus. Oh, so the base, what's the base value? So this one is a bit more complicated. Oh, actually it's not, because the bonus is zero based. We're not basing it off of something. So I think we can just have a base value of 0. Majestic bonus returns, although 0 times 1 we might need to times it by 100 on display. Yeah, I think we need to make it as a percentage, right? Like this. So that value float. Is it? Let's just in case we're going to round it. You know, this is the safest way. Round it to int. Times it by 100. the bonus is 0.01 for 1%. Zero times 100. It won't be zero. It will be 0.01 times 100, which will be 1%. But this is just for display. Same here. Right, let's go back to experience. Experience again. The experience bonus needs that calculation as well. We've got the bonus description. Stat effect was experience bonus. Just double check I did put that in the right place. My nice nested switch statements. I need to also say what the effector is. In this case, it's majestic points, just in case we didn't add any other bonuses through or via stats. Break that, and also something that I've not added here on the UI is the items. So I'm pretty sure stat multipliers. Do we have experience? I think it must just go up to 20% then, if the max stat value is 20. So it's 1. Yeah, it is literally just that. We don't need to do any calculations there because we're not using floating point numbers. And I just want to check that this is actually implemented. I think it is. Yeah, the add experience bonus using item stat type experience, and then we need to add the majestic bonus here. So if majestic points value bigger than 0, then we can do. So this is our base value. Yeah, majestic modifiers. This. The modifier experience bonus, and the base value is XP. So we just set that to XP. So the XP is equal to this. This obviously comes back as a floating point number, so we can just actually we'll do it properly. Round. Actually, we could just do that. And then truncate like that. Yeah, that works. I just want to add this thing onto the UI though before I forget. Character. Yeah, we don't have we even got a section to put this in. I don't even think we do. It's because it's like other modifiers. It's not really defensive. Maybe we can add another section. Misc modifiers, something like that. Misc modifiers. Misc. tooltip handler is going to use this experience bonus wherever it is. We got an error. Oh, that'd be why. Yeah, because we got an error. It didn't update the enumerator here. Okay, experience bonus. So these tooltip handlers just make sure that those tooltips load when you load up the dialog. I do have to add it here manually though, which is a bit annoying, but and that's not going to be called defense ratio. That is going to be called experience bonus. And then in there we have our text label, and we also have our value label. Just put a placeholder in there. We also need to add that to here, because all of these values are shown in here. The whole new section. This section. That's text, experience, bonus, value. And then we just drag it over in the inspector. Nice and simple. Oh, this one. One thing also I need to do is make sure that this value has been populated when we update stats. So we have a function down here that updates the stat. So this is where before we were doing the breakdown for the tooltip. This is the total value. So we want to update the experience bonus with the get equipment stat modifier sum item. This is the item bonus experience, and then we also want the game formulas dot get majestic modifiers owner statistic type dot experience bonus base value of 0. Why doesn't it like that? That's a float. That is an integer. We're passing in a long or an integer, I think. Yeah. Although this is the modifier, so actually we times it, and then we can just int it like that. One thing I just want to do, make sure I've got a check in here. Yeah, we'll just check if owner is null or owner dot majestic points dot value smaller than 1 return 0, just to save us doing this down here. That should run. So it's the, oh no, hold on, this is wrong, right? We're not timesing it, we are just adding it actually. This is times 100. Shouldn't need this. Why don't you like my brackets? Oh, that's why. Did I do that wrong? I don't even know. That one. Oh no, yeah, that's correct like that because we've got the base value here and then we're multiplying it. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, before we test this, I'm gonna add a command. We got one set level. We'll have one called set Majestics. And this will literally just go Majestics points.value equals Majestics. Just so we can test it, I'm going to have to rebuild the server though. Color utility, visual scripting. Yeah, thanks. Don't need that. Okay, let's build it and test it. Come on, Unity, I haven't changed much. Let's go. Oh, wait, I've got no. What was I wearing? What is my strength? Oh, 78 strength. Kind of. 100 for plate. Anyway, let's ignore that for now. Set Majestics 10. So we now have 10 Majestics. So HP bonus looks incredibly wrong. They both look wrong, actually. Plus, I mean, it's obviously not applying it down here. It's just the display of it is wrong. Experience bonus is at 1%, apparently. I've got 2% on there. If I remove that, then what? Still says 1%. Okay, so we have a few little bugs. 4,309%. So I'm multiplying that incorrectly for some reason. And then this one. So the majestic bonus here should be 10%. Because I have 10 majestic points. And it's also not showing the claymore. Don't know why. And then for the HP. 4330. So what should I be getting? I should be getting. Alright, so this is 43.3. Should be rounded or truncated down to 43. Oh, this is the absolute value, not a percentage. That's why. Yeah, this is a percentage because it's experience. Yeah, okay. So let's come over here and fix that. first of all, why is this not working? Experience. Experience bonus. Oh, have I not added it here? Yeah, I've not added it here. I've got to actually set the text. There we go. That fixed one issue. And so the second issue is going to be the HP and stuff. So this is not a percentage, it's not that. I don't know why I was thinking that. Because you want to show the absolute value, the value that is given to the player. And we are truncating it actually, so I won't do round because there might be a discrepancy. HP and then the last one SP. Bonus, good. Let's just double check the formulas being applied on the server as well. We've got base max HP, we times it by the modifier. That's correct, that's correct, that is correct. Yeah, SP. And then the add experience function, base XP times the modifier. That's correct. This does the... Oh, but are we compounding? I don't think we should be compounding here. Yeah, because we're actually manipulating this XP value. Let's do this. Let's go add XP as 0, or add XP as XP. We'll manipulate this one separately, and we'll use the XP as the base value. And this is going to be like that. Add base value times the multiplier, and then this is going to be add XP here. So we assign XP to add XP. We get the bonus XP from our weapons. Weapons plural, because you could have them on dual wield. Add XP is that. I mean, technically we could just do that now. And then if the majestic points, then we do another. Basic speed times the modifier. I won't bother restarting the server for that one, that's quite minor, but I can test the character description, and that should all work. The long as lines. The long as lines. Awesome clip in there, didn't realise that. Right, character screen. Play more. Oh, we're not saving Majestics. Majestics 10. This MF a run-on sentence. Yes. Complex code you wouldn't understand. Oh, I didn't remove the 43 of the percentage signs, but this one's still broken. Sorry, Vamp. Large smoke is some day release from the Happy Center. If you say so. Need to remove those percent signs. Percent signs. And we still got a problem with this one here. Experience. Because the base value isn't applied. But if we give a base value of 1, that should simulate the calculation and return a 0.01, and then times it by 100 here. In theory. Yeah. Probably worth putting a check here as well. That's unlucky. Please hide the code. Do not want to see it because it's burning your eyes. Yeah, Majestic bonus plus 10% is good. 43 is good. Is that actually applying? 394, 433, and then 3476. Yeah, that's right. Perfect. 339, 439. That's wrong, isn't it? 339, 439. Should 369. We've got extra 10 coming from somewhere. Oh, that's SP. MP 300, 320, 336, 369. Yeah. Although SP has a weird issue because it's actually over the amount. That could be where I changed my level earlier. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's because I set my level. What if I set Majestics? It's set Majestics to say 5. Yeah, me running has triggered that, and then the HP and SP decrease triggered it. I won't worry about that because set Majestics doesn't run the notify. Actually, let's do that. Let's get it to run the notify, and also make sure it's saving because it's not saving currently. Realised I was watching 1 hour back. Have I really been going 1 hour? Time flies when you're having fun. So what long ass lines were you referring to then? What was I looking at before? Probably some lovely nested switch statements. There's a lot of that in the UI just because there's so many stats to handle. Okay, so saving and loading. Let's go into our saving and loading code, which the data model here probably isn't saving Majestics, I imagine. Yeah, it's not saving Majestics. We're not even storing Majestics, in fact. So store our Majestics on this model. This is the one that gets sent to PlayFab to store the data. Some lovely ternaries here and there. We also need to save or load the Majestic points on the initialized server. So Majestic points, the value is the data. That value we literally just loaded and saved. I just want to double check the server permissions as well on Majestics, which I think we found was on the owner derived class. Register points, so owner only and server only on the right, that's correct. We don't need anyone else to see that. Okay, so that should do that part. Let's grab the notify message that we used during level up, because this is the one that's going to tell the UI to update, I believe. Oh, it doesn't, but it should, because leveling up increases your stats. So yeah, but I'll put this notify over there on the commands. And then we'll get this to update. It's UI underscore character details. And then update stats. We just pass this in. So this is target RPC, so this will be the owner only. We're not checking it, but maybe we should, but then it will run and it will update all the values that have changed based on any changes to like Majestics. That propagates down into everywhere that needs that value, including HP, SP, MP, the HUD, everything. Or actually does it? I think I need to run the HUD separately. Yeah, I might need to update the HUD separately, so HUD. Oh, we don't got like an update HUD. Oh, it's on change. So nothing else actually update. Oh, equipment on change does it. Ugh. Alright, I'll just copy this. Yeah, because I added this because of armors that increase your max HP, MP, SP pool. I kind of need to run that again here, which isn't very elegant, but at least it will make sure the server and client are in sync. So I'll need to restart the server for this, or rebuild the server, should I say. I'm not going to be doing rebirth mechanics today. I will just stick with Majestics. I think Majestics, to be honest, is mostly done, and I might move over to some 3D modeling and add some details to the Dark Knight armor. I did some details on the female version earlier, and I think getting them over to the, I feel at ease that the male version is complete as well if I get it done tonight. The leggings, I think the leggings could do some, it's like a bronze trim that I've put around the armor, black and bronze, quite gold, like a bronzy, like this female version. Oh, the Hauberk has some UV issues. Oh yes, there's some bronze kind of trim around, and there's a different type of shoulder blade as well. I do have some clipping issues with the cape because these shoulders are quite big, but I think I want to get some trim around the legging area, and I need to copy these new shoulders, and these gauntlets are slightly different as well. I've changed these gauntlets so it's unique to the Dark Knight armor, so I'll get those over to the male version as well. Anyway, let's make sure this all works. We'll set Majestics, we'll set it to 5. 394, 433, 451. So that worked. But that kind of, I mean, it's not updating the total value, is it? Or is it? Set Majestics. It's a celebration noise. That's what that is. One of the OG sounds. It's very nostalgic for Helrift players. I'm still not getting this update here. Oh, hold on. It's not running though, is it? Doesn't it say something? Oh no, of course it's running because the noise is running. But this isn't running for some reason. And also these aren't running. Yeah, so when I set max health, it sort of fixes it. I suppose what I could do is trigger, if I trigger the HPMB SP values, let that just propagate down the sync variable. That might be a bit cleaner. But it's not important. The server knows that the values have updated. It's just the client's not getting that update. I just need to test if I log out and log back in, let's save that value now on the server, which I'm 99% sure it will. Yep, there we go. 10 majestic points. It might be good to actually have a tooltip on the majestic points there, rather than going through each of these. Just hovering over this would tell you straight away what those majestic points affect. So yeah, I might do that later. And that's all working. Yeah, maybe, yeah, okay, I'm going to move over to some Dark Knight stuff. So, so this is the male version, yeah. Actually, I don't need this. My Night Plate male. So the female version here has shoulder blades, which are unique, and these gauntlets as well. So I just need to move these over to the male version. I don't think I have a Night Plate mail set up for male yet. Plate mail. No, let's just create. So this is the normal plate mail. So just create a new file, call it night plate mail, and I just need to move those items over. So let me just bring over the female version. Plate mail, right, plate mail, plate mail. Okay, and obviously the female is a bit smaller, so gonna have to make some changes to those bits. Oh, no, it's not the hero. It's night plate mail. Call that F because it's got the same name. So night plate mail. Night plate mail. Oh, we've already got one. Oh, because it doesn't matter. It's the female version again interfering. So let's just get rid of these. Get rid of these. We'll grab these bits off of the female. They're already UV. Separate them. Just hide these. Those, and let's position these in a sensible way. So the male version has these kind of these bits over it. What happens if I remove those? Yeah, clipping issues, nice. The only thing hiding the clipping issues, in fact. Or is that because the pose? No, it's in rest position. So, alright, maybe we can work with this. So it's coming down to about just under the collarbone, I guess. So I need to be a bit bigger first of all because it's male. And the character model is just bigger in general. Really not liking these bits here. I might have to change. I might have to remove them. It could look very, very bare. Or we bring them down. Why is? Okay, that's a really bad topology there. Don't know how I've done that. Let's fix that. Oh, thanks. It's going to do that, is it? Let's get rid of these. I'll fix up a little bit later. Just straighten it up a little bit. Get rid of these. Okay. Yeah, what I was going to say is I think it'd be good to reduce the size of these somewhat. Try and do it. Why? Try and do it on the normal. Why is that not like that? Can I do this maybe? What's the? Oh, maybe I can't do that. Do it a kick-handed way, I guess. Grid Feel that? Okay. Oh, those were sharp, weren't they? And then we just tidy up this a little bit. I really don't like that this is clipping, but maybe it's not going to be that noticeable. Yeah, it's really annoying. And also this part is sort of extruding out. But it has to because it's very, very close to the skin there. Well, let's just do this and then this. Yeah, and we can get rid of this loop cut here. And let's just fix up this edge. Yeah, maybe with the shoulder pads on, it'll be alright. So we've got a bit more wiggle room now to position this without it clipping into the rest of the mesh. But this is way more noticeable now, unfortunately. So let's do something about that. Where is the issue here? It's these ones. Oh, still got normal. Okay. Bring these ones out. Right, I've got a bit more space here. Looks a little bit better. Kind of too far off of it now. A bit more subtle. There we go. Much better. Okay, so let's position this a bit better here. We've got a bit of clipping at the back. Oh, why are we back on normal? Oh, because I Control Z. That slight clipping down here, which is unfortunate. Although maybe we can just reduce this without reducing the whole thing, like this. So it sort of goes into a point there, and we'll just copy that on this side as well. And that looks a bit better. Pretty big, but maybe it needs to be straighter. Oh, and how's it on the female version? It is kind of wonky actually. We'll leave it. Let's have a look at the UVs here. Oh, first of all, let's fix this as well. Oh, this might already be done because I've copied over from the female version, but we can see the white painting. So the shoulder affects the top segment, and the other two are going to be pulled down by the arms when they move, which gives an okay effect. I'm not totally happy with it. Like, if you see it on here, it looks, I mean, it's disconnected in a way because the arms are down. but if you try to have the shoulder pad follow the arm, it gets quite badly distorted. So I think I'm quite content with just leaving it like that. But yeah, this weight painting has been copied over from the female version, so I don't need to do anything. The namings of the armature bones are the same, so no issue there. Check the modifiers there. Join that. Look at the UVs. Yep. Why is that UV missing a bunch of stuff? Oh, yeah, because this is a trimmed down version of the hero armor. So let's grab those, put them in somewhere sensible. Give it a bit more space. Let's move this one. I like to have them at 90-degree angles. Well, at least we've got some space for the gauntlets here. I don't know why that's showing hair. Plank now. Not got a suitable image here. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Gauntlets. Scrap the gauntlets. Well, we'll grab one, and then we'll just mirror, because this is going to be a bit of a pain to orient correctly. A little bit bigger for the male wrist. Although to be fair, this dude's got some tiny little wrists. What is going on? Is that right? How's it going up the arm here? Oh, it's flush. It's flush with the arm, which is a bit more awkward here because of the way the pose is. Why is this guy's wrist so awkward? Why is that not going? God. Oh, here we go. That's better. Like that. Why did I pose this guy with such an awkward angle? I feel like it's too far up his wrist now. The female version goes right down there. So he's got this weird bit here on his wrist. This is really annoying. Okay, I think we're getting there. It does feel like it's quite big now though. That look okay? With the female version as a gap. Yeah, I suppose it does. She takes up a lot more of their arm because the arm is significantly shorter. But anyway, let's mirror that over. Oh, wrong mirror. Apply that. And oh, how's the UVs on this actually? Not too bad. Just join that on there, grab all the UVs, make sure we can fit them somewhere. Oh, you get. Oh, shoulder pads. Forgot to do those. Slide this. Move those on the hide. Grab those. Put those down here. Maybe put this one here somewhere. This one down here. Rotate that a little bit. Some more room. I mean, these shoulder pads take up quite a lot of space, really. So the details are going to be quite obvious to see if there's some issues with it. This one, I don't know what this. I think this one is the bits underneath the main shoulder pad. So probably not as significant. We can make use of this space down here. Cool. So that deals with that. Last thing is just the weight painting on these gauntlets, because it's been copied from the right arm to the left arm. So forearm. Oh, did it automatically copy over? Oh, Blender, you are so good to me. Thank you. Good. Do that, and then armature is correct, yes. Let's export this. It's called Night Plate Mail. And then let's bring up Substance Painter and just paint it. Although there is some other stuff we can probably do here. If we look at the vertex painting, yeah, we've got gold trim from the female version, but not the male version. We could put gold trim around this area here. I don't like that this whole bit is, or bronze trim, should I say? I don't like that. I don't like that. I might change that a little bit. Let's get this all red. And then let's add the trim, I think here. Here. feels so plain without something in the middle. I mean, we could add some detail. Anyway, it's just, this is quite a thick area as well. I'm not convinced this is going to look good, but let's try it. That is all of them. Oh, I see. I wonder if, I think that's how I had it before. There's not enough geometry here to separate the vertices, so yeah, it's not going to like that, is it? Let's just grab this and set it back to red. Ah, yeah, these ones are pretty bad as well. Just not enough geometry. I don't really want to paint it manually though. I think that'll do. I mean, it's pretty thin detailing around here as well. Why the hell? I didn't select any of these vertices. What's going on there? Oh, because not enough geometry again. We need a high poly version of this. Let's just add some geometry there. Don't copy that. That's bad. At least it gives us a thinner line. Okay, let's export it again, get it into Substance Painter and paint the bad boy. Let's bake it. We haven't got high poly. We need our vertex colors. Okay. I've got my dark armor over here. And just mask it red because we want another one for our bronze trim. Which is going to be this yellow colour. Trim. Guess like that. The normals and that bit under there are a bit dodgy, but maybe not a big deal. Can't really see it from afar. We seem to have a problem with this bit here. Oh, because I wasn't using vertex colors before, I think this one just needs to be red. Yeah, we have this blue section here as well, didn't we? So these two should be red. Export it again. Re-import, rebake, and that should just fix that. And I've just got to do, I can't remember what material I used for the elbow pads, like a leather or something. Something I want to do on a lot of these arms is a lot more detailing. Yeah, we haven't got enough UV space here, have we? Very blurry. Also this weird artifact here. That's on both sides. So I'm going to check the female version to see what material I was using. Ah, yeah, I got UV issues here as well. I hadn't actually noticed them in game, so I probably won't bother correcting it for now. Yeah, I'll just leave it for now. What did I use? Leather. Leather weathered. So we'll set our black mask, pick the blue colour from the vertex colours, and then find our withered leather. Go. Bosh, done. Yeah, this is where we didn't have much geometry to work with. It's not great, but I mean, when you're out this far, you can't really tell. So it doesn't matter that much. But anyway, it's a start, and it can be improved later. So let's just get this saved. Dark night plate now. Export the textures. This will be universal render pipeline. I've got in the habit of actually exporting these in their original texture size, 2K, and then letting Unity reduce it down. These are our old ones. This is the one with the new geometry, so I'm going to use this. Let's find our assets, textures, characters, mail, equipment, plate mail, dark night. Get rid of these old ones, don't need them anymore. And then the mesh. Where's the mesh? Right here. Yeah, 429k. That means it's definitely got the armature attached. Meshes. Oh, did I call it dark night plate mail? I was calling it night plate mail. We're just gonna have to recreate the prefab. Let's set this prefab back up. Meshes. Plate mail, night plate mail. Yeah, let's do the material first. So materials, characters, mail, plate mail, folder. And then it's night plate mail, 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 mail. Fix that. We're at 5. I don't know why it keeps doing that, probably because of the base smoothness. Oh, I better check the other ones actually for smoothness. But yeah, let's get rid of this, don't need that anymore. And then plate mail. And then last thing we've got to do is make sure our meshes are set up. Oh, our prefabs, sorry. So we have prefabs for the Dark Knight plate mail. It's the female version and the male version. We might be able to just reuse this actually, but I think I'm going to just recreate it just so it's nice and clean. Losing track of. There we go. Plate mail. And then that should contain everything. The armature for retargeting the rig, and then the correct material, dark nut plate mail. I assume this all looked good in here, yeah. Oh, one thing I didn't do was reduce the file size on these. I want to just use 1K textures for now. I also read that filter mode trilinear is good for these sort of textures. I'll have to read a bit more about that. I'll have to change them all over at some point. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but we want to keep the quality mid-range and the max size low so that it works on lower end machines. And it doesn't look too bad, like you can't really see too many imperfections anyway. Okay, and then lastly, just on the item settings, I need to set the plate mails prefab for the male, because the female's already done. Dark Knight, male, Dark Knight. Here we go. Should be able to just run it and it'll work. Oh, my character needs need to redo my stats because I haven't got enough strength. I think it's 150 for plate. I don't know why I felt that was a good idea, but 150, 150, 50, do a bit of finesse. So I can dual wield. Something like that. Timber helmet. Dark Knight plate mail is not showing. That looks like a hauberk. Did I click the wrong one? I did click the wrong one. There we go. The full set. I could see some clipping while spinning the character there. Could see some clipping on the hauberk, which I hadn't noticed before. Yeah, I mean the Dark Knight hauberk is just a recoloured hauberk, and that has the same issue. So I need to look at it. The other problem we've got there is you can see the cape clips quite significantly into these new shoulders, and yeah, the plate mail looks very bare. I mean, we could do something like this if we go to, and we could do it on the female as well. If I've still got them. No, I'll have to add them. Grab Elvine because it just looks better. Do something like this. and then have something like gold or the same trim that we had before, which is bronze, something like that, and then some height to it. Well, it is metallic. I think that's been dealt with by the other one though. Yeah, so I could do something like this. I really need a logo that isn't so pixelated. But to be honest, we can add in a like a filter, blur. We blur it and then sharpen it. Sharpen is really not doing much, is it? Maybe add another sharpen. Something like that, I guess. I'd have to have two sets of textures, or we could do something more generic. The Templar logo is this cross, isn't it? Yeah, that's maybe something for the future to think about. How we detail this more. I've put in rivets along the edges here. We've got rivets on the mage armor, which I'll be doing probably tomorrow. Yeah, this just isn't as, the detail on this isn't as good, you know, compared to the other things now. The other things that have been made since, like we've got these like rivets and stuff on the helmet. But yeah, it's all iterative, making small improvements here and there. So yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. This one looks a bit more detailed because we've got these additional like V shapes, and also around the breastplate area we have some more gold, which breaks up that sort of dark blank area. It's all about filling in spaces, I guess. One thing that helps are these scratches, which is something that Substance Painter does really, really well. Procedural textures. Yeah. But what I want to do now is have a look at the plate leggings, because the plate leggings don't have much detail at all. And actually the male and the female version share the same texture, so it's quite a quick change. So a good candidate for some trim would be this knee pad area. I mean, we could probably get away with just putting it there, to be honest, because it looks fairly detailed without any other changes. Another thing I might think about doing is sharpening up some of the edges. But that would require changing both of them. So just for now, I will just change one just for the texturing. And the one that the texture is on is on the female version. Yeah, because these, I mean, the topology on this is shocking. This is one that I did a long time ago. Yeah, these really should be sharp. It just looks so much better when it's sharp. And a lot of my newer models, they're sharp around those edges, so something that I want to do. But yeah, let's get this. Like all these, like, yeah, it's horrible. Let's get the vertex painting done. We just want these bits. Wait, do I not have a low poly version of this? Oh no. Okay, maybe I don't want to do this then. I mean, actually, the quickest way would just be to do that. Set that to red. Oh, we're using red already. Let's use yellow. And then forget how bad the it basically needs a retopology on it. Yeah, these should all be sharp as well. Ugh. Let's just do the bare minimum because I really don't want to be messing with this model right now. So re-import, get textures. Hopefully we get, yep, we've got the yellow trim there. And it's just a case of then adding this additional layer. Put it in here. Bronze trim, black mask, select the yellow, grab bronze. Does it not want to do that? What's wrong? Oh, include the yellow in there. Yeah, so such a simple change just to add a bit of detail without spending too much time on this model because it really is a bit shocking, to be honest. Just looking at this, just the lack of sharp edges really. You can see how the normals are bending, and it just doesn't look like metal. It looks like plastic or something. Anyway, let's export textures. Bosh. Grab those, and they go in. I thought I had a window open. There we go. Textures, characters, female, equipment, plate leggings, dark night. Yep, so straight away we've got that additional little bit of detail on the knee pads there with the gold trim. Very easier to see it on this screen here. Yeah. Oh, the Hallberg. There's a weird UV issue with the Hallberg here for some reason. Let's have a look at that. A female Hallberg, wasn't it? This doesn't look like the Hallberg. This looks like the shirt. Just because of this. So the Hallbergs are very similar to, in fact, they're identical to the Hero. this one. So I think there's a UV issue here. I suppose where is this Horbook stored? Oh, see, that's not the new Horbook. That's the old Horbook. Oh, this one. Yeah, that's the old Horbook as well. So I thought I'd change those to use this model so that they're all the same, but clearly I haven't. I suppose that explains the UV issue then. Although that is really, really old. That's the really old one. So I think it is actually this one. It's just that it looks like the t-shirt. It hasn't got this point in the middle like the hero one does. I'll just re-export this and do the redo the texture. Although, so the reason why I changed the old one to use the hero model was because there was clipping issues. Let's see what happens. Let's open this one. Back. Save that. Yes, this t-shirt. Yeah, I'll repurpose this one, but we do have the chainmail here. Let's hide that. Let's grab the dark version of the Horbeck. For that, nice and shiny. And let's export that to Dark Knight. Yes, I think that is the old one and this is the new one. Good. Yeah, so that's going to break the material. And oh, Dark Knight plate. Female Horbeck, Dark Knight Horbeck. See if I can actually find the right one here. Female Horbeck, Dark Knight. Female Equipment Horbeck. Dark Knight, that's the one. Grab that, and then grab that. 5. Fix now. Because I think that is fixed. Yeah, UV issues are gone. Yeah, and the male version I think is fine as well. Yeah, except for this clipping issue. Ugh. I think that was one, again, that was one of the reasons I think I repurposed and started using the Hero fallback version. But this might be a quick fix. Let's open the mail version of the fallback. Mail, fallback, fallback. So we have a problem in certain poses. Let's see it straight away actually. Something I like to do is have a look to see if maybe the geometry is too close and if it's worth uh, making it bigger, scaling outwards a little bit. And it could do because this bicep's there, but I'm not convinced that is the issue. Although it could be because that surface there is very flat. So the bicep is kind of not liking the fact that that is flat. Let's bulge it out a little bit. We just have to be careful because if we bulge it out too much, it could clip in with the other layers that sit on top. So let's go and grab that. Mail, fallback. Into meshes, characters, mail, equipment, fallback. Yeah, so that fixes it straight away. So there's no more bicep clipping. Hopefully that doesn't have any effect on other equipment. I mean, we could test it. We could test it with the hero plate, regular plate. And my worry is it's going to clip through because the hero plate mail has these shoulder blades that go run along down the arm. I think that's fine though. And then the hero fallback's a different mesh entirely. Yeah, I think it's looking good. I do definitely prefer the female version because of the breastplate has more added more detail. It just looks more detailed in general. Why are you in? Oh. Wondering why I had that in dual wield mode then. But yeah, I'm quite happy with Dark Knight in general. I think if there is going to be any improvements, it's going to be things like bolts and something in the middle here. When I put the Elvine symbol there, I really didn't like it. It didn't really look good. And yeah, I've got to do something about this cape though. I mean, there could be a special Dark Knight cape, I suppose, or Templar cape. Yeah, there's one thing I want to also do, which is going to be a special case for this sort of armor, which is to give it a bonus of increased damage during events. I think it's like a Crusader helmet. Crusader armor should give you more damage during a crusade, and yeah, we could apply that to all world events when they eventually get made. Yeah, just adding that little bit of bronze on the knees definitely helps, especially when the legs forward like that. It just looks like more detail. Yeah, I like it. The way the set effects are displayed is on items. So I think we can have something like, I don't even have a hero armor. We can have something like this, hero warrior set. But with I suppose we can use Majestics, use this icon, or have some other icon, whatever icon we choose for Dark Knight. Maybe the Templar symbol. And have a set effect of extra damage during Crusades, for example. I also want Dark Knight armor to be, you have to be max level to buy and wear it, but if you rebirth, you'll be able to wear it without being max level. I think that should be a good bonus for people who rebirth. They shouldn't lose the ability to use that item anymore. The other thing I need to just finish is making sure that these items have the correct images. So I need to go and take a bunch of screenshots and things just to complete these thumbnails. But I'll do that offline. And yeah, I think we got some good stuff done today. Fixed a few things and got Majestics working. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for today, and I'll put some screenshots on media. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.